All right, guys, it's Mr. Moore here. So this is the other video. This is the better method, a little more complicated method, but this is definitely for people who are a little bit quicker with navigating new technology. So you open up Fireworks, and you go to Open Folder. Okay, you're going to have to navigate to wherever you save the picture. So in this case, I have it in this physics demo folder. You guys, it'll probably be in my posting, right? Then you have to decide which is going to be your first photo you're going to use, right? I'm just going to pick this first photo here. Now, you guys probably aren't going to use every photo. I don't know. In some cases, you might. It depends how many photos were taken. In this case, I'm going to do about 4 photos, okay? So I'm just going to grab my first photo, double click, it opens it up, okay? Photos 2 zoomed in, so you can go to View, Zoom Out, or you can hold down the Control key and hit the subtraction button, right? Or you could hit the plus button to zoom in, so you can zoom in or zoom out just by holding down Control and then hitting the subtraction key or the addition key. All right, so your first photo, you're not going to do any work to this photo at all, okay? So we're just going to open up our second photo and paste it right in. So I'm going to go to File, Open. I need to grab the second photo I want to use in my sequence right now, so I'm going to grab this one here, okay? I'm going to zoom out, so Control minus minus. All right, that lets me zoom out. Now I'm going to copy this photo on top of my first photo. So I need to grab my selection tool, the pointer tool right up here, click it once. All right. If you see the blue border around the picture, that means you have it selected. So now I can go to Edit, Copy. And now I'm going to click back on my first photo. So you see right here we have tabs, right? That lets you tab between. Here's my second photo. Here's my first one, my second, my first. So I'm going to click back on my first photo, and I'm going to do Edit, Paste. Okay, now I've pasted my second photo on top of my first. So if you go over here, you should see the Layers tab, okay? Layers essentially works like pieces of paper on top of one another. You're always going to see what's on the top piece of paper. Sometimes there's things underneath, okay? Whichever layer you have selected is the layer you're going to edit. So if you want to edit the top layer, you have to select the top layer, all right? If you want to edit the bottom layer, you have to select the bottom layer. So in this case, we're going to edit the top layer. Now, since this is the more advanced method, I'm going to do some things that you may not understand how they work. Just follow along. So what I want to do is I want to create a mask on this layer. In order to create a mask on this layer, I need to click this button right here, Add Mask. Okay, I'm going to click that once. Now I've added a mask. And now I can go between editing. I can edit my picture if I click on the picture, or I can edit the mask if I click on the mask. I can edit the picture, I can edit the mask. So what we want to do is we want to click on the mask and we want to fill it with black. So I'm going to go over to my paint bucket tool, click on it once. When I click on it now, I get a couple of options down here in the bottom. I want to make sure that my color is black. Okay. And now I'm going to click once and it's going to fill the mask with black. And you see what happens. It almost looks like we're looking at photo 1, but really we're not. When you fill the mask with black, it makes everything that's black invisible. All right. And if you want to make something visible again, you have to make it white. All right. Maybe a difficult concept to understand, but just try and follow along. So I have over on the right hand side, you can see I have my mask and it's filled with black. And now if I want to see something through the mask, I need to paint white on the black mask, and then I'll see what was there. So I want to go over to my paintbrush tool, right here on the left-hand side, paintbrush tool. And now I need to get the color white. So down in the bottom, I'm going to select the color white. Okay, right now my paintbrush is way too small. It's only size 1. So I'm going to increase its size to about 100. And then you have other options here like soft. You can change the edge. So you're probably going to want to make the edge a little bit fuzzy, so maybe in like the 60 range. Okay, so it won't be as sharp. And then wherever you paint, all right, as long as you have your mask selected, wherever you paint with white, that is going to appear. All right, so if I start to paint with white, now I see that I'm making the paint canister appear. Right? So what I can do is just kind of paint All right, as I paint, I see where the canister is. I can kind of just fill in the paint canister. All right, just get nice and good on the sides here. Maybe a little more. Make sure you paint that canister in all the way. And then we're done. So, added a mask, filled the mask with black paint, got the paintbrush tool, used the color white, and painted white on the mask, and it revealed my second layer. So it revealed my second layer. All right, so let's go and add a third layer. So going to go to File, Open. I'm going to grab another photograph. So let's just grab the third photo. Okay, it's too zoomed in, so I'm going to hold down Control, hit minus minus. It zooms me out. I need to copy this layer, so I'm going to grab the pointer tool. Okay, I've got the pointer tool. I see the picture is highlighted in blue on the edges, so I know I have it selected. I'm going to go to Edit, Copy, and I'm going to go to my first photo, which is where I'm doing my work. I'm going to do Edit, Paste. Now I pasted my third photo on top of my first and my second. Now for some reason, let's say your third photo ended up here, okay? You see you can move these layers and change their order. So if I put this layer on top, get up there. Let's bring this layer down. If I bring that layer down, okay, you see you can rearrange the order of the things you see. All right, so you want to always have the first photo in the bottom layer, then your second photo, then your third photo. Okay, but you can rearrange the order. So let's make sure I'm clicked on my third layer because that's the one I want to edit, so it needs to be clicked on. I'm going to add a mask. All right, now that my mask is selected, I need to fill it with black. So I'm going to go to my paint bucket tool. It's got the color black. I'm going to click once. So now I filled my mask with the black color. Now I want to paint white on this mask. So I'm going to pick my paintbrush tool. All right, make sure you're on the color white. Okay, now I'm going to paint where I think the canister is, and then I'll see it appear. Okay, now I can just kind of paint the canister in my white color. And that's pretty good. Like that. Okay, and so there we go. Add another layer. So let's do one more. So File, Open. I'll grab this one. Okay, it's too zoomed in, so I hold Control, hit minus key again. I need to copy this layer, so I select the pointer tool. Click on it once, I see the blue outline, so I know it's ready. Edit, Copy. I need to go back to my first photo, the tab with my first photo in it. Okay, I'm going to do Edit, Paste. Okay, if the layer got pasted in somewhere in the middle, you want to make sure it's on the top. Okay, the new stuff should be on the top. Now I need to add a mask. I need to fill that mask with black, so I make sure the mask is selected. I'm going to grab my paint bucket, make sure I'm on black, fill it with black. Okay, it disappears for a second. Now I need to paint white with it to make it reappear. So I grab my paintbrush tool. I'm going to select the color white. All right. Remember, you can change the size of your paintbrush here. You can change how soft or hard the edges are. You want something in the 60 range, that's good. And then you're going to just paint on your mask, so make sure the mask is selected. Paint on top of the mask where you know the canister should be or the object should be, and it will appear for you. And there you have it. So I created an action sequence right here using masks. All right, this is the more complicated method. So from here, you're going to want to save your photo. So you're going to want to File, Export. Okay, you'll have to navigate to wherever you're going to save your photo. You guys can probably just save it in your H drive, save it on your desktop. Make sure when you title the photo, so when you give it a name, put one of the names of the people in your group in there so I know. Then after you saved it, throw it in my inbox. So in my group share, go into my inbox and throw the photo in there. Okay. I'm not going to save this. Actually, I am going to save this photo. So I'll save it to desktop. I'll call it Mr. Moore number 2 and hit save. All right, guys, good luck.